It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see the Steelers, towering wide receivers, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Steelers and the Snowhawks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Snowhawks of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. His crew against the pass. It's been a little struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side of, he's got him in. That's Shepard. And taking it across midfield and inside the
45. First and 10, it's Pierce.
Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side.
That is incomplete. You look at this defense.
Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And they bring this one inside the 35.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a 1st quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he hits the up one, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Snowhawks 14. Steelers.
Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls get through goalposts.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. It's McLeod.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This is brought in at the 21.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second down and 8.
At the Steelers' 49-yard line.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
He stiff arms him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often so often.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shepard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Jackson now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On second down, here's Jackson. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They go play action here on first down.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin with a good NFC battle at Lambeau. Philadelphia taking on Green Bay. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. The Eagles trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. The Saints seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Bison's locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
3rd and 4.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use up the wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give left side for Pierce.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
Anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLeod.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Jackson now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. There he goes, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. McLeod. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 4. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLeod in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. Now Jackson on 1st down. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Give to Pierce. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's caught, Cameron, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And here's a big one now, trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 11, just under 2 minutes to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. That's complete to Pierce.
That's good for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
They'll look to throw again.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. They juked him, and they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.